Okay, so this is the update on my saltwater tank. As you can see, I have a fish in there. It was the last fish they had at Petco for saltwater, and it was a damsel, and so I bought it. My tank, my levels seem to have are good because I tried a trick. I got this from another YouTuber. I took bacteria from my my freshwater tank from the sponge filter and put it in a cup, squeezed out the sponge filter into the cup, got all the liquid and put it in the filter of my aquarium, or in front of the power head, I mean. I also got some live rock, as you can see in there, from somebody else that had bacteria from their saltwater aquarium. So there's already bacteria in the system, and I'll talk about, more about that in a second. I did get everything that I need. As you can see, the setup has changed, and I got equipment in here that I didn't have before. I mixed in my salt right after I made the last video. I know it read 0, but that's because I made the video before putting in the salt. I did get a thermometer. It's not an actual thermometer. You can't read it, but it's one of those stick-on thermometers, which I like the other ones better with like the suction cups, so I think I'm going to buy one of those. But what I have in the tank is live sand from either the Mediterranean or the Caribbean Sea. I'm not exactly sure. I've got Fiji live rock, about 10 pounds in there, because that big piece at the bottom, and then 4 smaller pieces, and like 5 pounds of fake rock. These white rocks are fake. I've got that red thing right there is actually a snail that came with one of the rocks. It was on there from this guy that I got some equipment from, and this rock. He's also going to give me Ocellaris clownfish that should fit in this tank, and that's the fish I'm going to have in this tank. I'm also going to get either one more damsel. I'm not sure if you can mix them or not. I'll have to, add 2 damsels together. I'm not sure if you can do that. So I'm going to do more research. Well, if whoever watches this video, if you know the answer to that question, then please let me know, because I might get another damsel. This is a blue damsel. It does not have a yellow tail, so I'm guessing it's the male, I think. I'm not sure. But let's see, the salt level's at about 1.023, I think. Specific gravity. Let's see, I added in my AquaSafe water conditioner. Or I'm sorry, not my AquaSafe, my Amquil water conditioner. Worked good. I also added in another pump right there, and this is angled down a little bit so that it gets a nice current through the tank, and that pump over there is angled upwards to have surface agitation to the water to let in oxygen. So I got those 2 pumps, and that pump right there with the air line goes to my protein skimmer, which is a Seaclone Protein Skimmer, and it works good. So I thought it was a little big for the tank, but it works. It does fit on the tank, and it's working. So I hope it does what it's supposed to. Let's see. If you're wondering why that's propped up, it's because the tank's a little warm, and I actually haven't used my heater yet. The tank was 86 degrees before I put the fish in, and now it's down to about 80, which I think is still a little warm, but I'm trying to cool it down. There's no fan in this part of my room, because my room is shaped like an L, and there's no fan over here. It's near the end of the L, where my bed is, so there's no fan over here, so it gets pretty hot over here. I'm thinking of putting a fan over here just to kind of cool the tank down. If anybody could tell me what kind of snail that is, I don't know if you can see that. I think it's got like red algae on it. It's weird. Like I said, I found it actually on the sponge filter material that goes to the protein skimmer. It was hanging on there. I think it was inside the protein skimmer. I don't know how it got in there, but I think it was in there when the guy had it set up. But I bought this damsel for $4 at Petco, and this is the last fish they had. So there he is. He's a beautiful fish. Beautiful, beautiful fish. He's showing off there. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I still have my hang on the back power filter up there. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. My dad bought me some stuff. My dad actually paid for the fish, and I got some Nutrifin Max marine flakes. Because he's such a small fish, I figured he would have to eat flakes in order to get the right amount of food. I also got 6-in-1 test strips for freshwater and saltwater, but I'm just going to use it for saltwater. It tests the nitrate, hardness, chlorene, alkalinity, and pH. And the levels were good earlier, except for the pH. So, what else my dad bought for me, and I thank him for buying this for me, is proper pH 8.2, which automatically sets your pH to 8.2 for saltwater fish. So that came in handy. I have to test the pH just one more time to make sure everything is good, and hopefully this fish will survive while the tank is cycling. I'm pretty sure it will, because I introduced the bacteria from these rocks and from my freshwater tank. And there was also lots of algae and stuff inside the protein skimmer that I got from the guy that gave me this live rock. There was also a lot of algae and a lot of guck in there that I just kept in there. So he said he did lightly rinse it with the salt water from his tank. So you know, I think it's gonna do fine. But that's pretty much the update. There's the fish again. It's a beautiful fish. He's really tiny. He's only about 1.5 inches long. So that's pretty much the update on the tank. I'll do another one when I get more fish. I'm gonna let the tank cycle with just this fish for probably a week or two, and then I will make another update on the tank. Alright. Yeah, that's it.